will wait for you. The glitch in your eyes pulled me under, but I will wait for you. There's nothing left for me to do than run and act myself a fool. No point in trusting anyone. Your eyes of diamonds keep me up with the thought that it could be this rough. No point in trusting anyone.
When the night is over, my life is over. 'Cause I start thinking again about our time together. When the night is over, my life is over. 'Cause I start thinking again about our time together. together. When the night is over, my life is over. 'Cause I start thinking again about our time together.
Feel so alive. I've never felt this way before. It must be you and I. It's got me thinking about us more. It's these bright lights that put me in a daze, and I can't stop but think about the way that you move around up and down on that stage. It's your future vibes. Bright lights that put me in a trance, so I feel like I can do it all. It's a good life that I really want. It's those future vibes. I got those future vibes.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the game day number 1 for the Invitational APAC qualifiers. Whoever wins over the next 4 game days, which will be this Sunday, next Sunday, the Saturday and Sunday after that, will go on to the APAC Invitational LAN in Sydney. I believe it's January 13th and 14th. Where they will battle it out against the best team from Southeast Asia, Japan and Korea. Nevertheless, right now we have Team Agony versus Mind Freak taking place here on Clubhouse. Bit rusty. So the map picks for today, we have Clubhouse, which is the map we see now, Oregon and Border. So Clubhouse is Agony's pick, and Oregon, which will be coming up next, is Mind Freak's pick. And then if we make it to map 3, that will be the decider, which is obviously going to be Border. Nevertheless, right now we are on, I'm just having an absolute brain freeze. We're on Clubhouse. Honestly, I've got to put my money on Mind Freak here. They competed at the LAN in Sydney recently to obviously the top 2 teams got to go to Brazil, and then whoever won that got to go to Brazil and the Montreal Invitationals, which is obviously what this whole thing is about. But obviously Irons and Mantis won that. Rizraz here, getting a bit late to cave. Not sure if he wants to use his shockwires. He's still got 4 of them, so it's really rusty from him at the moment. Tapping away, Lurch is going to chuck down the thermite charge. He's going to start to detonate it. Mind Freak can't be too happy with that. Surely they were expecting to be able to chuck down the bandit charge, and that would have delayed just a little bit, possibly. I was going to say they don't even have a thermite. I mean a Thatcher, so maybe you could have wasted a Thatcher nade, but they don't have that. They don't have a Twitch either. C4 goes up. That should deny the Habana charges, but I think it was just a tad bit late from Aces. He's not going to be too happy with that, that's for sure. Raz here waiting patiently into Memorial. 2 minutes and we're already seeing some very, very good map control here from Agony. They've got Kitchen. They've also got Stock. I'm not sure how much of the rest of the map they've droned out. They've got Garage as well. But they've got to presume that there's not going to be any roamers, as obviously Clubhouse isn't known to be the most roamer heavy map. Lusty here waiting patiently. We can see Lurch behind Total Ripper here. Is he going to push up? Oh, beautiful knife from Lusty. Got him off guard there. Lurch doesn't manage to grab the reply. Shots being exchanged at the minute.
See you on the other side.
Magnet seems to be creeping his way up stairs as well as Rizraz. He's going to get ready for that trade. Is he going to get one? He does. Beautiful stuff from Magnet there. Completely catching Darkwinner off guard. Beautiful stuff there. Lusty's still going to be in cave. He seemed to have taken a bit of damage here in the meantime. He's still going to be standing, however. Aces also has been tagged quite heavy as Rizraz finds one onto Giza. Still holding this stair position. And right now we are seeing Agony being torn apart. Lurch, is he expecting Lusty to be here? He's not. Lusty peeks out, gets the kill. And it's now a 1v5. Rizraz should find the last. He does onto Wagga. And that is going to be round number 1 sealed for Mindfreak. Beautiful stuff there, not even losing a single player. Very dominant that round there for Mindfreak. Now moving into round number 2, it's going to be Agony's defense. They're going to be picking Church and Arsenal. Not much of a surprise here on Clubhouse. That's pretty much the only preferred side on this map. There isn't really sort of another site that contests with below. It's sort of just Church that teams prefer. Can't really blame them. It's a pretty good site compared to obviously the others. Obviously you barely see Cash or Master, and obviously you've got to see another site when the team wins below, so normally they'll come up here to bar, but for now we'll be staying below as Agony are on their first defensive round here. Magnet Stone should get found here by Total Ripper. It does. Lusty's putting his drone up here in Garage, making sure nobody can sort of make their way into Garage for that roam, and obviously it's also going to help clearing out roamers, and if there is no roamers, just giving Mindfreak peace of mind that they are not going to get flanked. And by the look of it, we actually might have a roamer. Where is the 5th player for Agony? Giza up here on a spawn peak. He might find Magnet. He does! Beautiful stuff from Giza there. That is just absolutely phenomenal to give his team the advantage. Magnet did not see that coming in a million years, and he's now going to come back to site happy for his team. That's just phenomenal. His team have got to be ecstatic with that, starting off with that advantage. Magnet is buck, so I wouldn't say he's the most needed operator. He's not a Thermite or a Habana, but he is very useful for opening that floor. Kings is going to have to be the sole person to open that floor if he even wants to use his Ash charges on that, which might not be the case. Aces is now going to be grabbing the hatches. Obviously Mindfreak have droned out since and realised that Giza has rotated down below, so they aren't going to be worrying about that for the time being. Aces hops on the drone here. Hatch is going to get popped. Nice pre-fire from him. However, nobody is going to be playing there for Agony. Rizraz above Stock Hatch here, trying to catch a player off guard. Obviously we've got Ripper below us. Lurch with the C4 on pulse. That's going to extend Agony's advantage to 2 players. This round is not looking good for Mindfreak at all. They're going to have to try and bring this back. Obviously we know what Mindfreak's like. They're still certainly in their realm. They can bring this back, but they're going to need to start making a move quite soon, as we see here. King's droning out Memorial. Lusty, however, makes that lead a little bit less, as he is going to find the head of Smoke or Dark Winter. Just holding this angle, waiting for, was it a peek? He does. The timing's not quite in line, however. And we're now going to see Rizraz droning out blue. That tells me he's probably going to be pushing from blue, maybe? No, probably not actually. He's all the way over on the other side of the map as his drone gets found out, just looking for information there. 1 minute left. There's still plenty of time here for Mindfreak to make a move as Rizraz evens it out to 3v3. Ladies and gentlemen, this is looking doable here for Mindfreak. Rizraz goes for the drop here. He just wants to get down as Lusty finds Ripper. This round looks so good. Rizraz finds Lurch, and ladies and gentlemen, somehow Mindfreak have found a way back into this round as it's all up to Wagga in a 1v3.
Attackers activating diffuser.
Diffuser goes down. This is an unwinnable situation here. Agony have got to be feeling so bad. Off go the Capitao bolts just to try and delay a bit of time here. He's not going to manage to find anyone. Rizraz finds him through the hole there. And ladies and gentlemen, somehow, some way, Mindfreak win round number 2. Now, just get a quick replay up for you guys of that spawn peak, which was pretty phenomenal if you ask me. Here is the replay now. By the look of it, I actually might have a roamer. Where is the 5th player for Agony? Gizza up here on a spawn peak. He might find Magnet. He does! Phenomenal stuff there from, obviously, the Ella. Did so much for his team there, but it just wasn't enough. And it really set the pace for the first half of the round there for Agony until Mindfreak started to get a grip on things, and that's when things really turned around, and obviously we saw that 3v3.
Attackers need to locate and defuse.
Honestly, just, I don't know how Mindfreak do that. Like, they got them down by 2 players. Really, that round should have been won 100% by Agony, but somehow they don't manage to close it out. And for that, they're going to be punished, and they're going to give the second round of map number 1, which is respectively Agony's pick. They should have a chance in this. Like, this is what the map they chose, so they obviously feel somewhat confident on it. And if this is the story we're seeing here on a map that Agony have picked, I'm not too excited for Oregon, which is obviously Mindfreak's pick, or at least I'm not too excited for Agony on that map. But obviously, we've still got plenty of rounds left to play here. They can turn this around. And obviously it's on Bar, which is, as I stated before, not the most preferred site. It's certainly defendable, but I'm sure any team would pick Church over Bar. We see here Magnet inside of Garage. Darkwinter just being careful. He spots out the rotation hole there, which obviously allows you to rotate from Logistics, I think it's called, over to Cash Room. Magnet's close as well. Lots of rotation holes here, and he's still got an impact to use. It looks like Agony are going to be going for the cash take here. Maybe not actually. They might just be going for the quick take of stock here if they have got that Monty. They don't have a Ying, which is commonly seen these days when you try to pull this off. But not to say it can't be done without a Ying. We've got Lusty up here as well, top of Garage, supporting Magnet over on the stair position here. But it looks like Cash is going to be left as B for the time being. King's here on the other side of the map. I think he just went for a run out. Ooh, close there to Darkwinter's toes. Might have been able to spot him out, Lurch. Just baiting out the utility at the moment, trying to bait out that C4, and obviously the smoke grenade of Lusty. Lusty's not really in a position right now on smoke to be able to deny stock. C4 comes out, it gets baited out by Lurch. Rizraz with the first kill of this round onto Darkwinter, who is that Habana, the sole hard breach. This is going to make things a little bit harder now. Rizraz just watching. The plant might be going off here for Gizzard. That is going to be the case. But we see Aces here playing so aggressively. Oh my god, Aces! What a position from him! Aces with a massive 3k. Ladies and gentlemen, Aces doing magic right now for Mindfreak. Oh my god, Aces. What even was that? Just sneaking up on them. Phenomenal stuff. I'm going to have to get you guys a replay on that. What just happened? That was so amazing from Aces. Let me get that replay really quickly for you guys. That was a really quick 3k to change the tides of that round. Here is the replay for you guys. Rizraz just watching. The plant might be going off here for Gizzard. That is going to be the case. But we see Aces here playing so aggressively. Oh my god, Aces! What a position from him! Aces! Absolutely phenomenal stuff from Aces there. Oh my god, did he win that round for Mindfreak. He's got to be feeling good with himself there. And that's why that spot there isn't really all that great, especially against a high tier team like Mindfreak. You don't want to be trying to pull that sort of stuff off. You want to be going for a more default sort of take, sort of get upstairs, get master, open gym hatch, apply pressure from both sides, as well as sort of getting control of strip. But Agony not even trying that. They really got no map control at all. They just opened the door, tried to go for the plant, and Aces said, "Get out, we don't want you here." And he just claims that round for Mindfreak. Holes being made here for Wogger, for obviously that mirror.
Reloading!
5 seconds remaining.
Floor reinforcement complete.
Attackers recover
Hatches
the bomb.
are going to be reinforced by Lurch.
Bomb and defuse it.
Again, Mindfreak with the pre-placed drones here, ready to clear out the site. I mean, not the site, ready to clear out the map. King's wasting no time pushing into Strippy. This is generally what you're going to see Ash do. Push in via Strip. Try and get some really early map control, wasting no time. As we can see, all of Agony's members are on site, so we don't see any roaming presence from them. This is going to make Mindfreak getting map control so quickly. As we can see, 30 seconds, and I have to presume that they know there's no roamers. It just shows you when a team like Mindfreak have these strats in place to clear the map. They can just do it so quickly on something like Clubhouse. We just heard the mirror get popped. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, as we don't have a twitch drone, so it could have been popped from above. Cooked a nade here for Magnet. He's going to realise it's not quite open. Going to finish that off, and now the nade goes in. It might get Lurch, actually. Not quite. But the C4 from Lurch after the quick reply from Rizraz. I mean, Rizraz got the kill and then Lurch with the quick reply, but nevertheless, it's a reply either way. 1 for 1. It's now a 4v4. Plenty of time for Mindfreak to finish off this push. But Agony can't be feeling too claustrophobic at the moment if they've still got this site and they know that they're not overwhelmed just yet, as they've got 4 players for 4 players. C4 is getting ready for Wogger here. It might actually be... Ooh, this is so close. Both players getting tagged up very heavy. Rizraz getting tagged up a little bit heavier. But that's not going to matter as Aces finds Darkwinter getting ready to drop here. He's going to check where his drone's at. But again, the replies from Agony are phenomenal at the minute. Oh, Rizraz with the drop shot is probably going to save his life there. Lurch with the reply. Aces with the quick reply into Lurch. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all up to Wogger here, as he's got to somehow win this 1v2. It's certainly possible, as Rizraz is just a bullet away from death. But they've got to be playing this pretty phenomenally, and it looks like Wogger doesn't even know where these players are positioned. Out go the Capitao bolts. And he's going to get finished off just like that by Aces. A very textbook round there from Mindfreak. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are now on match point. Mindfreak going to be able to close it out 5-0 here on Clubhouse on Agony's pick. At that, this is the map that Agony picked, not Mindfreak. This was Agony's map, and yet somehow we're seeing such a dominant performance here from Mindfreak. We can see here ops being finalised. It is going to be Church and Arsenal room here for Mindfreak. They're not playing any games. They just want to get this game closed out.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Reinforcements going down. Rizraz and Aces going up the stairs, as well as King. So hatches, barbed, traps and all are going to be chucked down. Aces chucking a punch hole here. I'm not sure if he's going to try and use that to his advantage. I would just say what this is pretty much going to do, it's going to be Agony walk out of spawn. They see these holes, are like, oh crap, what is that? They're going to pre-fire it. They're going to waste it. Even if it wastes like 5 seconds, it's worth it at the end of the day. It all comes together in the end. So what these holes are, it's just a waste time pretty much. I don't think the Mindfreak are going to be taking advantage of them. This would probably be pretty risky. I'd like to think Agony are going to pre-fire those holes as soon as they see them. So we saw the spawn peek from the Ella earlier in the round. Agony clearly sort of being ready for Mindfreak to possibly copy that from them. And they've got the reply ready if that was going to be the case. It wasn't the case. So you can see here, charge going down on the garage. Rizraz up here, think he might have gone for the bandit trick, but he's a little bit late there.
Babes in position.
Attackers have
So
dropped
we
the
now
bomb
see
in the
Lusty reloading his
Attackers have
shotgun. This
recovered
makes him
their
a bit vulnerable, but Lurch is going to be a little bit late to the party. He spots out that
Attackers bombed the
oh Jesus! He spots out the smoke, but Lusty takes advantage of that. Probably going for the Monty, but I'm sure he'll take Ripper as Kings also manages to find one onto Gizza. Agony are falling apart at the minute, ladies and gentlemen. They can't seem to keep up with Mind Freak. Oh, the ping here. Where is Magnet going to throw it? If you throw it there, he's probably going to get it. It's a little bit far, I think. I'm not sure it's going to quite get him. He might just be waiting to detonate it a little bit later on. Yep, so Aces here is going to wait for Wogger to walk on into the C4. In fact, he's just going to go for the shots through the floor here. Aren't going to connect us. I think there's a wall in the way there. I think he's in the hallway. Kings finds his second of the round. On to Dark Winnow with a cheeky roam. Late roam. Wogger's still being watched here. And he should be taken out as soon as he walks on into that C4. Lurch just doesn't even know what he's doing at the minute. Wogger's taking all the shots he can, but I think that we might have map number 1 here. Victory for Mind Freak 5-0. I can't see how much Agony is going to be able to do here, especially with a Montaigne. In this sort of situation, you need all the firepower you can get, but talking about firepower, Grenade manages to take down Aces. Wogger going for the pre-fire through a wall that you can't actually wallbang through. Better safe than sorry. And it looks like they are going to be shaping up for a blue push, which is probably the best thing you could do, considering you've got a Montaigne. Elamine gets detonated. This is now going to alert Mind Freak of their presence in blue, and it looks like Lusty might be getting aggressive here. He's going to get taken down by Wogger. Kings with the reply. Kings is going to go for his 4th kill of the round here, possibly. Magnet might steal it from him. He does. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be good half for Mind Freak as they claim Agony's map 5-0. I did not see that coming. I honestly thought that Mind Freak would take this map, but not that. I thought at least we would have seen a round be taken by Agony. And they almost did, but they couldn't hang on to it. Nevertheless, map number 2 will be Oregon, which is going to be Mind Freak's pick. So, I'm pretty worried for Agony at the minute. Very worried indeed, but obviously there's still a map to be played. A lot can change. Agony could certainly force out that 3rd map, which is Border, which is obviously the decider. So yeah, I'm honestly just absolutely just gobsmacked. There were so many amazing plays that came out of that round. I just didn't see it going Mind Freak. So it was so easy for them, to be honest. They just took it like a pro. Anyway, we'll now see if the teams are ready. It appears Mind Freak is ready. Mind Freak appears to be ready as well. So ladies and gentlemen, there will be no waiting time and we'll be getting right into map number 2, which is going to be Oregon. Obviously, as I stated before, and I stated it many times, this is going to be Mind Freak's pick here. We are going to have Mind Freak picking laundry room and supply room. Very common stuff here. It's either going to be this or upstairs picked. And to be honest, as I was talking about Clubhouse before, there's only really one site that's preferred. Like if you could go to that site every time, you would. Whereas on this map, there's 2 sites that are very viable, which is obviously going to be below and obviously above, which is going to be small dorms and kids dorms, as well as laundry. Now I'm interested to see how Magnet opens this here. Alright, that's interesting. I've actually seen quite a few teams, what they do is they'll open this up, but they'll leave the bottom the bottom wood there. And what that does is it doesn't allow Twitch drones to actually get through. It pretty much just blocks Twitch drones, right? So sure you got to jump over it, but a lot of teams would take it for blocking that Twitch drone, and obviously we do have Giza on a Twitch drone, so we're going to have to see if he's going to be able to take advantage of this,
5 seconds to insertion.
or if Mindfreak are going to be able to successfully take down the Twitch drone.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
And obviously on this map you're going to see a lot more roamers. This is a lot more roam heavy map, unlike Clubhouse, because it's so easy to clear roamers, you don't really want to run any. So talking of roamers, let's see what the case is going to be. We might only have one roamer actually. The top of Big Tower, where is he? You can't find him. I see 4 on site. Here he is, Kings, over in Small Tower. Complete, about as far as you can go on the other side of the map to the site. And all he needs to do in this position, if his team managed to hold the site successfully, is just stay there until late game. He doesn't need to push until probably the last 30-40 seconds, unless his team gets eliminated, in which case he's going to need to push, otherwise site's going to get taken way too easily. And it looks like we're going to have a very heavy con push here from Agony. They ash it, but they're not going to push. They seem to be a bit scared here. They don't have confidence. They really need to have a bit more confidence here. They're second guessing themselves. Ashes go out as well as the thermite charge. Gizza's going to be supporting from Big Tower stairs. The entry here is going to be Wagga. He gets tagged up very heavy, however, I believe that would have been Lusty. And the C4 from Lusty to finish him off. First kill is going to go over to Mindfreak. Checking in on Kings. He's made himself a little bit closer now in the bathroom. Lusty finds his second of the round. On to Total Ripper. This position is doing wonders for Lusty at the minute. Dark Winter from above. Going to be finally opening his hatches after 2 of his comrades, have died. And this is a bit too late to be making a decision like this. You want to be opening these when you've got a full team of players. And we actually have Kings here ready to capitalize on this. I can certainly see him picking up both Dark Winter and Giza if they aren't aware of him. They're both walking around into lobby here. He hears them, takes down one, and he's going to back off. That's all he needs to do. But Aces finds one onto Giza, and Lurch gets taken down. I think one of them might have been downed. Otherwise that timing would have had to be perfect. And we actually saw the Ella auto shotgun there. Mindfreak always with the strats. They love their shotguns. We saw some Ying shotgun from them at the Pro League APAC finals, and that was certainly interesting to watch. Nevertheless, now moving into round number 2 here for Agony. They're going to be picking up Kids Dorms and Dorms Main Hall. Just waiting to load in here, but really Agony need to be turning things around right now. They can't be waiting till late in the game and just hope for a miracle comeback. They need to be winning this round or the next, and if they don't, and they let Mindfreak get up by 3-0 in rounds, that's where things get really worrying for them. Just waiting to load in here. It's taking a little bit longer than usual. Hopefully we'll load in. I'm not sure what's happening at the minute. Unless it's just me. Presume it's everyone else loading. Yep. Everyone else in the lobby is going to be loading, so we appear to have an issue here. We'll leave it a bit longer. But we may possibly have to rehost here, which would be unfortunate for Mindfreak because it's going to impact their momentum. Sure what's happening here. It's just paused pretty much. Everyone's ping seems to be updating, so I would have to guess this is a problem with the Siege servers. Leave it a bit longer. I'm not sure what the final decision's going to be. Hawk has just reminded me of something. Thank you, Hawk. I have not updated the score on the overlay, so there you guys go. But really, just waiting to load in here might be a rehost. This is unfortunate. Not sure what's happening here. We're rehosting, okay. Alright guys, it is going to be a rehost. Everyone's sitting on the edge of their seat. Everyone leave, we can't. Oh, true. Alright. What's going to happen here, because obviously you can't click the escape button in this screen. You'd have to Alt F4 the game. Alright, I am going to get in contact with an ESL admin. Yeah, this is really unfortunate, guys. I'm going to chuck some music on really quickly for you guys while we get this sorted out, but we'll be back in just a minute.
catch you. So let me catch you slipping by. Why do I get myself? Why do I get myself caught up in these lonely nights?
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I do apologise. We are finally back in after a pretty long rehost there. Unfortunately, the SLY takes a little bit to boot up, but we've obviously now got everyone in the lobby, and the issue should be resolved, and we're good to go ahead. So obviously we can see that Mindfreak have a 1-round advantage going into this, as they won the previous round
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
when we were on Oregon before the rehost. Also, big thank you to Circular for the bits. It means a lot, man. Just thank you. Anyway, moving on into the round now. We can see Rizraz on the Twitch drone. He's going to be popping the cams. Maybe, maybe not. Sometimes some teams don't pop the cams because they want to somehow disclose that they don't have a Twitch, because obviously the cam gets broken before. In the prep phase, it's pretty obvious they've got a Twitch.
10 seconds left.
But Mindfreak don't seem to be taking that route.
5 seconds left before insertion.
King is going to actually spot Gizza, who is over in rear stage of Big Tower. He's going to be going for a spawn peek here. No one has actually spawned at that spawn, so I'm not sure how successful he's going to be there, but he's going to back off and start his very, very slow 1-speed rotation back to wherever he goes back to, presumably site. I'd hope he's going back to site. I don't think he's going to be too useful as a roamer, especially on a 1-speed.
Attackers have located a bomb.
See here, main window being opened up by Magnet. Aces, who is rappelling on Big Tower, on the top of Big Tower. Rizraz is actually going to spot Gizza out, so he's going to stick around for the roam here. And it looks like Kings is getting ready to push in. He spots out Gizza. Gizza's going to continue to get shocked as Lusty finds Dark Winter. Ooh.
Activating drone.
So close so far. Riz is coming along with Kings to go for this kill. Obviously he's getting ready for the refrag. Shots from Gizza. The pre-fire from Kings. In comes Rizraz. Ooh, if only a shot through the wall.
Reloading.
We also see Giz there meeting up with Wogger. Lusty's actually got a nice angle here if he decides to stick to it. He's going to get off the angle for the time being. Magnet should drone Wogger out there. Kings is going to be aware. He thinks he's hitting someone, but it's just a corpse. Lusty finds his second of the round there onto Gizza, possibly his third here if he wins this engagement with Gizza. Claymore being chucked down there. August made his way back up to site. This is a really good idea from him. They're going to need all the manpower they can get on site, as Mindfreak are now starting off their push. We see below Lusty breaking the floor. Magnet with a beautiful kill on to Total Ripper. Whoa. Magnet's going to spot the feeties of Wogger. He gets tagged quite heavy. Lurch on with 1 on 2 aces. It's all going to be up to Lurch, however. Or somehow he doesn't manage to see Magnet proned on the ground there, and that will be round number 2, even though I said round number 1. Obviously the rehost being won by Mindfreak. Really nice stuff from them. Now moving into round number 2. See here, we are just waiting to load on in. So Kidstorm's going to be selected by Mindfreak here. Ops really all over the place for Agony, and a little bit for Mindfreak as well. They can't seem to make their mind up, but they have got their final operators selected. Impact hole made there for Mindfreak. Magnet finding Lurch's drone there. Drones just need to be saved at the minute for Agony. It looks like for the most part that's going to be the case.
10
Ace is
seconds
prepping
remaining.
that window. Total Ripper's going to be aware of that, as obviously pretty much what you do
5
is you
seconds left.
vault out of this window right here,
Bomb planted.
kill some dudes, and then you can
Attackers
vault
recover
back
the bomb
into this
diffuser. Attackers
window.
are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
You might not kill some dudes, it might go horribly wrong. Who knows? Agony now starting to drone. Being really careful of the spawn peaks. Kings has made his way into Big Tower and he's now going to be making his way downstairs.
Needle set.
Just holding the stairs at the moment. Really, I stated this before, he just needs to be playing time, trying to delay Agony as much as possible. Us Charger's going to get used to open the castle barricade. Thatcher's also going to get chucked in that general direction. Lusty playing dangerously close to the window here. I was going to say if he got re-fired there, he might actually get taken down. Lusty, beautiful. Here's the reload and peeks up and finds the head of Darkwinter. Kings has made his way up into Big Tower here. What he's going to wait for them to rappel, and then he's going to smack this window. Go for a cheeky kill. Rizraz just being really careful, making sure nobody can jump in the window here. Lurch bolts on in. Really dumb idea from him. Deserves to die in that one. He should have droned that out for sure. Ripper's going to get spotted out by Rizraz, who is on the mirror here. Still Riz being really careful here. Lusty's actually going to get downed there. Not exactly sure from where. Maybe a grenade? Possibly from below. Wogger hopefully should finish him off here. Lusty trying to crawl to safety, and Wogger does find him from below. Beautiful stuff from him to try and even out the man count a little bit. Rizraz trying to get right back into Agony's face, but it's not going to work out for him as he takes damage and doesn't actually pull a hit off onto Wogger. Kings, however, this is what I'm talking about, this late flank. He finds Gizza. He's looking for Wog. And obviously Total Ripper. Oh, Wogger gets the better of him, however. Rizraz is going to get ready for this reply here. Is Wogger aware of him? Rizraz hears the grenade get pulled out. And he's going to push in while vulnerable. Total Ripper jumps on in. There's not too much he can do in this position, but he still finds Magnet somehow, some way. And just like that, he is going to get wall-banged, I believe, by Aces. And that's round number 3 being won by Mindfreak. Beautiful stuff from Mindfreak there. Now going to be Agony's defense once again. Obviously they've yet to win a round, so they can go anywhere they want, and they're going to be picking laundry and supply room. If they don't win this round, we will then see Mindfreak put onto match point, and that's where things get scary.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Razor wire. Reinforced floor.
And again, we don't see the bottom being kept here, like the little bit at the bottom being kept for Twitch drones here for Agony. They're going to be doing the whole thing, and normally that's what teams do, but I saw one team do it in the CG finals. It was either Tahit or Zoronic. And I never thought of that before. It was pretty smart. Drones being positioned around the map here for Mindfreak to make that roam clear really efficient for them. If there is going to be any
5
roamers,
seconds left.
currently we've got all 5 on site for Agony. Mirror being used for con here, that's a little bit of a
Attackers'
waste.
objective is to locate a bomb and
Second mirror is going to be placed here. Yeah, normally you're going to see a mirror placed here. Because the thing with this mirror is, it's only useful for watching con. Whereas this mirror, it's sort of useful for watching the north stairs, as well as con. It can do both, to a lesser degree, but it can do both. Whereas this mirror for Lurch, I don't feel it's going to be too useful. Mindfreak already showing that they've got really not much interest in con. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're actually aware that that second mirror is being placed there. Really quick roam clear here coming out of Mindfreak. They don't want to waste any time, but we do have roamers. Really aggressive peek here for Gizza. He's going to get away with his life. Should be happy. That peek was pretty risky. Nevertheless, he's going to still be alive here. Aces is going to drone out Gizza. That's going to force him down below. Aces and Kings. King's drone is going to get taken down there. And I believe that's map control. Could be wrong. No, we've still got a roamer. Gizza up here. Rear stage. Shots coming through. Runs away just in time. That could have been at risk there to getting killed from those pre-fires. Flashes come out here as the smoke grenades getting ready to be chucked. We don't see a Ying being played for Mindfreak. Down goes the mirror, and this is going to make things extraordinarily difficult here. The hatches are also getting opened up. Ooh, this is a really nice way to watch rear stage, and he might actually find one here in the form of Gizza. He does. Beautiful stuff from Magnet there. Beautiful stuff from Magnet. Aces finds a second of the round onto Total Ripper, possibly the third in just a minute. As he's playing really aggressive, he finds one. Finds two. Could he find three? He finds three, ladies and gentlemen. Aces getting his second 3K of the day. Beautiful stuff from Aces there. Beautiful stuff from Aces there. I will play that replay very quickly for you guys. You can see now beautiful stuff from Magnet. Aces finds a second of the round onto Total Ripper, possibly the third in just a minute. As he's playing really aggressive, he finds one. Finds two. Could he find three? He finds... Beautiful stuff from Aces there to win that round for his team. Just need to update this score really quickly. Sorry about that. Alright, so now moving on to match point here for Mindfreak. Mirrors being chucked down here. Trap being chucked down on the stairs, that's pretty nice. A similar one like that on Clubhouse actually.
10 seconds left.
But you can't quite see it when you're like walking down.
5 seconds
It's
remaining.
sort of hidden.
Bomb located by attackers.
Hatch is being reinforced
Attackers
here.
have recovered the diffuser. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Gizza wasting no time here, pushing into bunker. Oh, they might not see this coming. This could be phenomenal here. I think Lusty just spotted him out. Gizza with a shot onto Rizraz. Beautiful stuff from him. And he's going to back out, and he should. He's got to be happy with that.
Disabling electronics.
Hatch being opened up for Wogart. Gizza's got to be feeling good with that one. There's a quick look at the scoreboard for you guys. Agony just failing to pull anything off. Obviously the scoreboard isn't exactly accurate, as we did have the rehost, but I'd say it's pretty accurate considering that was only one round. Twitch drone being muted. That's not what you want to see. Gizza getting ready on the stairs here. Ashing that barbed. Let's see what story is on site. We see 3 on site, and once again Kings is on a mission. He's looking to deal as much damage as humanly possible here, and he might. He just wants to wait till a little bit later. Obviously this is really all luck, and he takes the shot there. He might still be able to make do of it. He looks for the second, but he's going to back off his Aces again on the auto shotty. Gizza with the reply, however. He's going to get alert. Aces gets taken down. Bit of potato coming out of Kings. And Wagga Kings with the ending there. And that should be GG, ladies and gentlemen. Mind Freak are going to take a clean sweep over Agony 10-0 on Clubhouse and Oregon. Phenomenal stuff there from Mind Freak. Let me just update the thing for you guys. So yeah, I didn't see it going Mind Freak's way so heavily. Obviously I knew it was going to go Mind Freak's way, but I just didn't expect it to go so heavy. I don't know, I just didn't see that coming. Anyway guys, nevertheless, Mind Freak are going to take that in a clean 2-0 fashion. Phenomenal stuff from them. They've got to be happy with that. They just played so dominantly. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. I can't tell you if I'm going to have another best of 3 coming up, but the stream will stay live just in case I do. There should be a decent chance. Anyway guys, thank you everyone for watching. Again, thank you to Circular for donating bits, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
into your eyes, and I'm floating far away. I've never been here before. I don't know the score, but I never wanted you more than I do tonight. Escape with
goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history. Yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history. Yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain.
responsible.
Back from the dead.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're all invited to go fucking mental on this motherfucking drop. The countdown has just begun. Are you ready? Let's go.
Now we're back from the dead. We're back from the dead.
Hell yeah.
We're back from the dead.
Are you ready? Let's go.
Back from the dead.
We're back from the dead.
Hell yeah.
We're back from the dead. Back from the dead. Back from the dead.
fire.